Let's see if my dad and Kehin are up to the challenge of figuring out this Camaro that keeps getting turned away by other shops, and other shops that have tried to fix it can't figure it out. So let's pull it in for them and see if they can. All right, let's see if my dad's up to the challenge. What's up, boss man? I think I got something interesting for you and Kehin to tackle. It's right up your alley. It's a 98 Camaro, loves the car. He has taken it to multiple shops. Says it's running rough, feels like it's misfiring. He had a P0300 code, like a random misfire. They think it's fuel related, but the last 2 shops have just said, don't even want to deal with it.
Do we have history on it? Has he got the...
No, most shops are just saying, we don't know what to do, we can't figure it out.
It's a freaking V8.
It doesn't sound like it should be complex, but he says shops are just turning him away. From the sounds of it, it should be a pretty nice Camaro. He says
he's 25 years old.
Yeah, he said he's kept it in nice condition, but
okay. All right, well,
I figured it's right up your alley.
Give me a second, I'll be down.
I'm gonna jump in this, start it up, see how it runs, and then I'll pull it in for Kehin. This thing is crazy clean. I can feel little hiccups. I'll pull it in so Kehin can get some information. This thing is beautiful. And dusty, the guy wasn't kidding.
Are you bringing me something to work on or just blocking me from getting more in here?
Both.
Okay.
Well, I don't, you know, as far as clean cars go, dude, you got the classic Corvette. This thing is super nice, but this guy, I think he's owned it since new, or at least for a long time. He's taken it to 2 shops recently, and they're like, can't figure it out, don't want to work on it, turn it away. Sometimes you think, oh, maybe it's the customer, the guy's just crazy. The guy seems, I've dealt with him a little bit over the phone, super nice.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I get in it. He says he recently had a P0300 code come on.
Okay.
He just lets it sit because it just doesn't run right. It seems like it's misfiring is what he feels. He had the misfire code.
Okay, well, let me grab a scan tool. Is the check engine light on right now?
No.
It's not? Well, no. I'll grab it and see if there's like a pending code or something.
Yeah.
Give us an idea where to look.
You know, and it was either a 97 or 98. I don't know if it's an OBD1.
97. It's a
97? Okay.
Yeah. Thank goodness it's a 97, not a 96. Because I believe 97 was the first year OBD2.
Do you mind if I pop the hood, Kehin?
Oh, go ahead.
Besides being dusty, this thing is really nice. Tyson and I dealt with the Corvette. I mean, I know you have more experience, but we had like a fuel pressure regulator or something. The diaphragm went bad on them. We've seen some issues with the fuel system on these.
Yeah, I'm curious. The other thing, oh, wait a minute. This is an LT1. There's no distributor back there. The distributor's up here behind the water pump. Yeah.
All right, dude. Challenge is yours.
Let me hear it. First thing. Just let it idle.
Is the check engine light on?
It's not, but it definitely feels like it's got a really light mist.
Yeah. First thing, give me a can of carb cleaner.
Okay.
Leave it running.
Okay.
I'll bet it's running way rich, and I bet we got a fuel pressure. I mean, if it doesn't have a vacuum leak, and it's got random misfires, I'm bet it's the fuel pressure regulator diaphragm's blown, cracked. This car's old enough. That's what I'd be looking for.
Yeah.
I can smell it, dude. It smells rich. That's why they're probably thinking it's in the fuel system.
Holy moly. Do you see how many miles are on this car?
How many?
12,067.
Yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, dude.
Holy moly. This car.
I know I'm taking a risk here. Everybody out there is like, oh, is it possible? I swear to you, I just touched this car 30 seconds ago, but my gut's telling me we got a fuel pressure regulator diaphragm that's ruptured and it's just sucking fuel.
Not even kidding. I said,
Did you say the same thing?
Yeah, fuel pressure regulator.
Did you really, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, the Vulcan mind meld.
Did you see how many miles are on it? 12,000. And
12,000?
12,067.
Is it like the 5?
No, it's a digital that only shows 12,000.
Okay, what I'm looking for is a vacuum leak. If the car changed, its speed, this is the easiest way to find a vacuum leak. If I have a vacuum leak, of course, we could go and grab a smoke machine and kind of pinpoint or something like that. But this is just a quick way because it'll change the way the car runs.
You can see it really stumbling.
Yeah, so I'm looking, it did have a PO300. I'm looking at misfires here, and it seems to be
All over the place.
5. Oh, a minute ago it was just 5. Now we got 7, 2.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm saying. So, can we look at our fuel trim?
Yeah, let me find where that's at here. Let's see, right here, fuel trims. So short term, oh yeah, we're,
all over the.
Yeah.
It's maxed out.
yeah, wow.
It's maxed out. I think I'm right. I'll bet it's right here's the vacuum hose for it. Way in the back there. What I'd do is I'd pull that hose off that vacuum regulator
Uh-huh.
and see if there's fuel
Coming out.
on it. Yeah.
Okay. There's no fuel coming out of it right now.
There isn't?
No, it didn't drip out like they normally do.
Let me but it might let me start up and then you pull it on and off, okay?
Okay.
You got any fuel coming through it?
Huh?
Any fuel coming through it?
No, not really.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get this air box out of the way.
Okay. See, so let me pull this back up. So that's average, but our current.
Left long term. Short term.
So yeah, but that's average. So I don't know what that's. Wonder if this has a fuel pressure port, and we can see if the.
Yeah, let's see what it is. Should be on the back of one of these damn fuel rails. I wonder if my EGR's stuck open. He doesn't drive it a lot. He could have a lot of carbon. That damn thing's at the back of that. I need you to push. Can you get your hand in there and push on that diaphragm? Push the EGR open. Push that open. See what I'm saying? Push your finger on that EGR diaphragm. It should kill the engine. Yeah, see our short term, look what it did. Our short term, that vacuum leak, it leaned it out. Did you see, it took care of our short term fuel trim when we created that vacuum leak with the EGR. We were negative 100 and the range is negative 25 to 25 when we were out, but now our short term. So that, it is running way too rich.
Yeah.
So let's get a fuel pressure test on it, get some of that crap out of the way and see.
Okay.
So what we're doing here, what I just did or had him do, because he's more flexible than me. The EGR valve, we opened that to create an internal vacuum leak in the engine. And as you saw, our fuel trims came back into the range they need to be. You're not hearing and smelling it, but remember I talk about it. God gave you 5 senses. Every one of them, if you use them right, will help you fix cars. And one of the most important ones, of course, is your eyes and then smell. And this thing smells, it's got that smell like it's running way, way, way too rich. Mm-hmm. And so I leaned it out and our short-term fuel trim corrected real quickly. So I think the next thing we do is check our actual fuel pressure in the rail.
Yep.
And then let's kind of see what that is and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I'll check that.
Okay.
Okay. And one thing I always like to check when I got lean codes, whether this is the problem or not, is the mass airflow sensor. See it better from this side, but there's those, looks like little resistors, those 3 of them. That's what senses the air as it goes by, and if those get dirty, it can cause all sorts of weird readings. But they look really good on this, so I don't think that's causing to our issues. Oh, there's our fuel pressure test port. Right there. Set that up where I can see it to set this back on. Okay. See what we get. We're like 42 right now, which I'd expect this one to be like 58. We'll see what it does when I start it. Oh, 37. Now let's see what it does when I give it some throttle. Okay, I'm gonna go look up what spec is and what the fuel pressure should be. So right here, key on, engine off is 41 to 47. Yeah, 45 right on the nose. At least it was. It kind of faded to 42, 43. So that's still within spec of 41 to 47. So we don't have a fuel pressure issue. I just checked fuel pressure and it's within spec.
What is it, like 60?
This one's 41 to 47.
Okay.
I was thinking it would be 60 myself too.
Uh-huh.
About 45, right around there, so
okay.
It's within. And that's checking it at the fuel rail after the regulator.
So that's actual pressure.
That's actually the pressure that the injectors are seeing, yeah.
I guess we should take a look at his math airflow sensor.
I did look at that. It didn't look like it was very dirty.
When you say look, you physically looked at the, is it a hot wire?
On this one,
yeah.
The mass airflow, yeah, I had it out and looked at the, hold this back out.
Yeah, I really can't see anything. Let's look at it under a microscope.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, what you're looking for here is on these heating elements, you're looking for fuzz, you're looking for dirt. And it doesn't have any. So let's go to...
Do you want to check the other side of it?
Yeah, we're going to check everything here.
Okay.
Here's the other one. I don't see a problem with it, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not setting a code for it.
No.
Okay, let's look at our O2 sensors.
Okay.
How many cats do we have on this thing? 1 or 2?
That's a good question. How many
O2 do we have? How many O2 sensors do we have?
Let's see. Oh, we are showing 4 O2 sensors on this.
So 2 post and 2 pre and 2 post?
Yes, sir.
Let's start it up, and how are we gonna? I guess I could just push in the EGR, and that'll give us a vacuum leak, and we'll see how fast. And do they both respond equally? Have you got them on the screen there?
Yeah, I've got them up right now.
Your arm's gonna get in there better than mine will.
Well, you can watch that then.
Okay, go ahead and give me a vacuum leak. Just leave it there. Better stop it.
Okay.
Well, with that big of a vacuum leak, let's give it a real vacuum leak. Take that brake booster hose off there.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, let me start it.
Okay. I'll just hold my thumb over the end so I can kind of
Okay.
play with it that way. My thumb's over it right now.
See, this sensor 2 is nowhere close to what the sensor 2. I'm gonna hold it at $2,000. When I tell you, give it a vacuum leak. Go ahead, give it a vacuum leak. See, now this one that was lazy is working now. Before it was being lazy, now it's stuck. It's got a dead miss, dude. I mean, that thing has got a dead miss. You can feel it. Put the hose back on. What I'm trying to get you to feel here and hear, maybe you can hear it, listen. When I just kind of get on the throttle. Those are misses. So, because I'm not, I mean, are the O2 sensors, because I'm a little, are they a little sluggish? Yeah. But they're functioning. 27 years old, 28-year-old car, right? 28-year-old car with 12,000 miles on it. A lot of people, that's a lot of gummed up, nasty fuel if you think about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to, let's see, it's got a half a tank in it.
Let me smell the fuel really quick.
Does it smell like kerosene? And here we go again, folks. Woo! Does it, dude?
Smell that.
Oh, yeah. So there you go again. Your nose is remember, we told you 5 senses. The gas in here smells like kerosene, which means it's old.
Or old paint thinner.
Yeah, paint thinner. Yeah. So we've got a half a tank of gas. This is a question. Do we just tell the customer, hey, we're going to go fill it up and drive it for a couple of days and then see if it gets a little better over time? Or have the injectors been all gooped up and gummed up and they're just nasty as crap and they're, the spray pattern? The only way you're going to know that, folks, is pull the injectors out and put them in my my test bench. But before we do that, I think it's in his best interest to, put fresh gas in the thing and drive it. Yeah, because the gas smells like it's been sitting for years.
24 hours later.
Okay, so we got this Camaro back in. I need to pump all that fuel out. But to be able to do that, I need to jumper the fuel pump relay, and I need to find out where the fuel pump relay is. I thought it would be simple. It'd be right here in this underhood fuse box, but as you can see, there is no fuel pump relay. So I'm gonna go figure out where that's at. Behind left-hand dash mat. Yeah, it looks like probably kind of like under the steering column area. I think when the Snap-on truck shows up, Jason's more excited to feed the dog than he is to get his tools warranted. I found it. Personal achievement moment when you find stuff like this that's hidden. Now I need that relay. Double check that is the relay. Yep, that's definitely it. Cool. Oh man, that's a little short. just like that. Fuel doesn't look that bad. It's not all yellow. But it definitely smells pretty bad. So I don't know if there's just a lot of goo at the bottom of the tank or what we got, but okay, now we can let all that fuel pump out.
Later.
So we got the fuel all cleaned out, right?
Yep, I just finished pumping it out.
Okay, get some new fuel in there. And then I think what we're doing here, now aren't we pulling the injectors out and gonna bench test them? And
Yeah, yep.
yeah.
Yep, I want to get fresh fuel in it and start it and see if it changes how it runs with fresh fuel, and then I'll pull the injectors just so I know what each step is doing along the way.
Okay, so you got fresh fuel in it?
Not yet, I'm just getting ready to go get some.
Oh.
I got my gas cans ready to...
Let's do it, dude. And then I see it. So you're gonna put the fuel in, fire it up, and kind of see where that's at now.
Yeah, see how that changes things.
I agree, good job.
All right, I'm only gonna pour a couple gallons of that in right now and kick this relay back on to just try and flush all the lines out and get as much of that old fuel out as I can. There we go. Still smells really bad. Yeah, it's getting lots better. Just getting it all out, and we're slowing down, so we're pretty well out. So I'll put the rest of this fuel I have in it.
You know, I get so dang excited, I'm like a little kid. Will this thing crank if I just fire it up?
I gotta plug the original fuel pump relay back in, and I'll move some stuff out of your way.
Still icky, dude.
It is.
What's that noise?
It's kind of backfiring.
You don't think we got it flat, a cam going flat, do you? I mean, you know.
No, it runs too good when you get it above 3,000 RPMs to be a flat cam. Because generally a flat cam, the higher RPMs, the worse they get. We might have partially fouled plugs though.
Yeah. I'd say let's hook up a scanner. The problem is this is OBD2 crap. Do we even get misfire counts on this thing?
It does have misfire monitoring.
No, but I'd say let's hook it up.
Okay.
And if we've got one particular hole that's misfiring bad, let's just compression test that one hole.
Okay.
And if it's low, then leak it down.
Okay.
And but I know that having 12,000 miles on the motor, kind of think it can't be mechanical, but you want to eliminate that for sure.
Yeah. Well, all it takes is some old fuel getting on the valves, hang a valve open.
Yeah, carb. So, yeah, let's get a scanner on it, count its misfires.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And let's see if it's random all over the place, then we'll pull the injectors out and clean them. But if it's one particular hole, check it out.
Okay.
The next morning.
Okay, so we've got 8 injectors out of an old Camaro. We're gonna start doing our initial testing before cleaning. We have our nice machine here. First thing we of course want to test is the coils. Our ohms are all within, 0.2 of each other, 0.3. We're all consistent that way. We know our connections are all good. That's the first step. If we get one of these that's, 13 or 14, then that can indicate an injector that's got a problem. Now we have our injector bench testing options. We have several options. We have an idle 800, we have a 2400, we have a 6,000 RPM. This holds it open consistently for 5 seconds for a full stream. This is an acceleration run, 800 to 6800. This one's 800 to 56. Then we have a 3400 RPM run. So let's go through, run this a few times and see what we've got. So while this is running, we're looking to see if we got good spray patterns. We have any drips, any streams coming out. Okay, our first 60-second run is done. We can go and look at our levels, see where we're at. You can see we're pretty close here. We're all at 20. We're gonna go through and run this a couple more times, fill our cylinders up to see if we get any variation. Okay, let that settle down. 50, 50. 53, 54. So we have two. They're running a little bit, not a lot. So we're gonna keep an eye on those ones to see if we get a change after we clean them. But we don't have anything excessive at this time. So let's go ahead and drain it and run it on the next. So another 60-second run, 6 milliseconds, 2400 RPM. All right, we're done with our 2400 RPM run. Looking pretty good. You know, maybe 2 there. It's looking pretty consistent. Let's run it one more time. Okay, let's see where we're at. 95, 93-ish, 95. Ooh, this is about to 100 right here. 95, 100. So these two, we're gonna document. We're gonna see if we get the same result or a different result after we ultrasonically clean them.
Got them all in. Now I will hook them all up to the test stand. What this does is allow us to still be able to actuate them while they're in here being cleaned. Then we have a setting specifically for ultrasonic cleaning, and I can go down to all above linked. Just gotta turn that on, and then quick start, and it runs. It's a little over an hour that it'll run. And doing all those tests, so it should clean them really good when it's all done.
Much later.
All right, so we got all the injectors out of this ultrasonic bath. They were in there for that whole time to clean it. But after we finish with this, to get the distilled water that's in here out before we can put it in this machine, we have to come over here to this side of it. And this is called reverse flushing, as you can see right there. So it just goes in here. And we push this down. And it might make a little bit of a mess here as I get it ready. And you see it'll kind of drip a little bit, and then it opens the injector and sprays it out the bottom. Okay, and then after that, I just want to swap these O-rings, so I'll take and get them both off. So this one is the lower, this one's the upper. And we got our filter here. I'll just take, and then I can grab a screwdriver. Get a little Vaseline on this O-ring. Take and put it on there, and repeat for these other two, and then we can test it. Okay, now Need to do a leak test to make sure none of our fittings leak. Okay. Oh, we do have that injector that's dripping right now. So that one came out of cylinder number 1, so I'm going to keep an eye on that one as we do our other test to see if it still leaks. Okay, let me rerun our coil test. Everything is within each other. To our bench test, and we will run this test. Okay, let's see, we are at 17, 17, 17, 18, 17, 17, 17, 17. Wow, that's really good. We're gonna run this test a couple more times, because then if there's any differences after running it a few times, it'll show more in these tubes. Okay, so after 3 times, we got 51, 49, 49, 50, 50, 51. That one is 49 and 50. That's really good. What I am gonna do is drain these tubes, and I'm gonna run a couple other tests and kind of watch them all. Okay, it's not leaking anymore. There's this injector right here that was dripping before. Cool. I think we're good. I'm gonna just play with this, do a couple other tests just to double check, and they'll be ready to go in the car. So I got those injectors installed and was lifting this up, replacing the fuel filter and checking for fuel leaks. And I just want to show how clean the underside of this car is. I really think this car is set in a climate controlled garage its whole life. This is crazy. I've never seen this before. After 28 years. That's crazy.
Okay, so let's hear it. We got the injectors all clean?
Yeah, yep.
I'm anxious to hear how it sounds. And then, rev it. I want to see if it's nice and smooth now. Oh, I can. Ton smoother, dude.
Yeah,
Ton smoother.
it is.
Great. Well, what's the moral of that story?
Don't let fuel sit in your car for that long.
Yeah, if you do, you better put a stabilizer in it.
Yeah.
And because it not only will screw up the tank, but it'll gum up the injectors. So lesson learned.
We've been around for 35 years. My dad started this business because he's a real mechanic, and I truly believe that, and he's built this company just being a good mechanic. Now, if you guys have a car that other shops can't figure out, we're known for that. Bring it down to us. We've got a Maserati over there, a Sprinter van, a Cummins, a Camaro here. No matter the make or model, I'm sure we can figure it out. So put us to the test. We'd like to try it.